With the 2010 Camaro finally prowling the streets, the inevitable tire-smoking V8 muscle car Camaro is not far off. But, since most Camaros sold with the fuel-efficient V6 version, we'll test it first. Turns out the most evenly matched sparring partner comes from Korea. The Camaro LT and the Hyundai Genesis Coupe 3.8 are both spanking new 4-valve twin Camrys with independent multi-link rear suspensions, and their outputs are on top of each other. 306 horsepower for the Genesis, 304 for the Camaro. 2010 Hyundai Genesis Coupe 3.8. Our Genesis Coupe test car arrived with a track pack, including 19-inch Bridgestones, Brembo brakes, beefier springs, shocks, and bars, a brace between the front shock towers, and a limited slip differential. Body motions are rigidly disciplined, and this Hyundai scored .88 G of skid pad grip. The brake pedal doesn't offer the greatest feel, but 70 miles per hour is dissipated in 161 feet, sports car territory. To 60 miles per hour, the Genesis proved 0.4 of a second quicker than the Camaro and 0.3 quicker through the quarter mile. Those straight-line bona fides are likely the upshot of a slim-fast engineering diet. This coupe is 315 pounds lighter than the Camaro. The front seats are firm and aggressively bolstered, tethering your torso securely in place. The rears are habitable by children only. Despite its 32 buttons and switches, the center stack is satisfactorily understandable, and the 4 IP gauges feature legible white lettering on black backgrounds. Cabin surfaces are just as hard and plasticky as the Camaros, but they're more pleasing because they've been twisted into interesting compound shapes. The Genesis Coupe lost major points to the Camaro for 2 reasons. First, its ride is harsh. Every heave, crack, dimple, and hummock in the tarmac finds its way into the cabin and up your spine. Second, although Hyundai's manual 6-speed shifter offers short and direct throws, the clutch is too heavy and, worse, the driveline and engine aren't talking to each other. This sporty coupe is direct and visceral, the first Korean car to get our blood pounding. It's a little rough around the edges, but Hyundai has a habit of catching up fast. 2010 Chevrolet Camaro LT. Climbing out of the Hyundai and into the Chevrolet is a night and day shocker. The Camaro feels big because it is. 8 inches longer than the Hyundai, 2 inches wider, heavier by the weight of 2 healthy humans. It pays to aim big, because onlookers simply go all teary-eyed when they encounter the Camaro, rushing up to snap pics and peering through the gun-slit windows, which perhaps suggests the styling will pass the test of time. Our well-equipped LT included leather seats and 19-inch Pirellis, plus a cool quartet of center console gauges, which not only recall the 69 Z28 but also help mitigate this latest Camaro's interior monotony. The passenger side dash is an expanse of flat, cheaply pebbled vinyl, and the Camaro loses points for its dull, flimsy plastic around the shifter and climate controls. GM's excellent direct injection V6 performs even better in the Camaro because it's finally married to a manual transmission that's endearing. Its clutch is lighter than the Hyundai's, the shift linkage travels more effortlessly and intuitively through its gates, and the engine requires fewer blipping revs to ensure seamless downshifts. On our handling loop, the Camaro delivered enough grip to excite, and though the body moved around more than the Genesis Coupes, it rarely seemed to disrupt the assigned path. The Camaro proved calm, relaxed, and surprisingly serene for a pony car. It soaked up the pockmarked tarmac that was launching the Hyundai in multiple directions. On freeway slogs, it was the Camaro you wanted to inhabit. We especially appreciated the telescoping steering column, a feature that Hyundai forgot to offer. The Camaro V6 is a smart and enjoyable coupe, and a real bargain too. The Camaro won by 1 point.